Alright, let's check out GMT. So we are having a short-term pullback. What levels to look for now? So I've still got my eyes on this 618 region around here, and this green box specifically I think would act as a nice bottoming placement. Now, if you want to be technical, you can also use the 786 down here, because technically speaking, if we do hold the 786, we are bullish, but I don't really like how the 786 is down here. It does, pretty solidly break through this uptrend. And, previously we have had retracements. I think the first retracement we came down to the 0.5. We held the 0.5, and in the second retracement we came all the way down to the 786. So the 78, it was just above the 786 actually. So this is why I kind of think this region round here is the most likely place to be bottoming, just under the 618 and just above the 786, like we previously did in this somewhat prolonged bottoming scenario. So this took 13 bars worth of data, which was 2 days and 4 hours. If we come and look at how far we've been retracing now from the all-time high, you can see this is 17 bars. So coming up to 3 days now. This has been taking a little bit longer than the previous one. Obviously they don't have to equate to the same amount of time, but I would imagine this would probably be a prolonged move of what was happening here. So in the short term, potential bottoming scenarios that we've got, we could hold the 56 if we are going to remain really bullish. Now do bear in mind, while we have topped out in the short term, I mean, you can see that our 618s and 786s are all the way down here from these micro moves. So we really haven't done anything crazy. We've only just lost the 618 in this slight micro move, which is why I'm pointing out that we do have a lot of resistance around this green box here. So if I had to bet, if I was to accumulate anywhere after having a bounce, I would say I'd probably accumulate on this orange line here at the bottom of this this green box, which you can see is basically the previous all-time high. So that is personally what I'm looking for GMT. Do be cautious about FOMOing in if you haven't already got into this this token, because do bear in mind, we did run up. I've measured this a few ways before, but I think it's around 10,000% on some charts. In this occasion we've drawn it, and it's been 8,000. But do bear in mind, even after this correction, we are still 5,600% up. So personally, I'm not FOMOing into this. I'm not going to be dollar cost averaging. I will be waiting for like a bottoming signal, like we have previously around here, where we come down, back test an important fib region, and then we do start going off to the races. So this macro fib was a 0.5 retest, which is why I'm saying anywhere around this 0.5 to this 618 to the 786, which is obviously a large range. I think we would be bottoming. So personally, I have my eyes around here. I do think the bottom is going to come in round about 49 cents to 45 cents, but I wouldn't be buying if we just kind of straight up fell there. What I'd be waiting for is a retracement, potentially down to this level, which is what I've got my eyes on the most, the 45 cent region, and then a push up. I would like to see us hop over this this red line as well. But I think that would be a good trade if you did, or personally that would be what I'd be looking for. If we look at the RSI and the MFI as well, they do seem to be resetting pretty nicely. We don't have any data on those on the daily candles, but once again, hourly is very, very oversold, which makes me think, we may not even come down here. The hourly candles is kind of saying the 56 cent region would be a very nice area to bottom. And similarly on the 4 hours, the RSI and the MFI are quite low as well. So really anywhere in this range is where I'm predicting a bottom. It's anyone's guess obviously to where it could bottom, but for me personally, after seeing a potential bottoming signal round here and a bounce, that would be what I'd be looking for to get into GMT for my next move. So I'm sitting on the sidelines. I still do think the market structure is very healthy. If we do look at this, you can still see that we are holding all the fibs that we really need to hold. If we look at the big macro fibs, I mean, we've got another 0.5 down here at the 42. So anywhere in this region, anywhere around this green box, I will be expecting a bottoming signal to start playing. I can't really call this a macro trend, but this is the most macro trend we've got on GMT, considering it has only been out on Binance for the past week or so. So all in all, uptrend is still very good. The hourly and the 4 hourly candles are kind of showing me that the bottom is somewhere near, so I will be keeping an eye out for a bottoming signal, a turn up in the RSI and the volume, and then I would be looking to accumulate GMT. So that is all I see for GMT. If you are holding it, best of luck. Once again, be cautious about, FOMOing into this or buying more than you can chew, because we are up, 8,000%, almost 6,000% from where we are now. So when I say I'm going to be, buying a small amount on a dip, it's going to be a sub 1% of my portfolio. But that's just what I personally plan on doing. None of this is financial advice. Obviously, it's just what I personally see in the market. And yeah, cowboy out. Peace.